Howdy, howdy. It's Tuesday and we're going to get tweaky.
I'm not even on. I don't even have my thing up here.
I don't know. Here in a minute. Hello, everyone. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
we are PM Artist Studio.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. If you want to hang out in the background, we do not judge. That is totally fine. We're just a friendly bunch and really do want to say hello. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. If you're unsure, that's totally fine. Hang out till the end, do all that business, and if you're watching on replay, let us know in the comments, because I'm loving that. You guys are following through, giving those, and give those thumbsy upsies on the replays as well. It's okay. All right, let's say hello to everyone.
Okay,
well, let me do this really quick. So we got a couple of as far as announcements go, you know, the regular stuff is all happening over in Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. If you want that information, it is over there in the chat. If you do not see it in the chat or cannot see chat, it's down below. You hit that little thing that says show me more. It's called the description box. And there's a lot of stuff there. Don't get overwhelmed. I just like to be, you know, thorough.
Don't get overwhelmed.
Okay, so, yeah, we've got, I moved the collage prompt. Eddie is heading that one up, but I moved that to the beginning of all the featured items, but because, like, all the swaps should be closed at this point, so you need to be talking to your swap partners, this, that, the other, do-si-do. And then the color combo, of course, you can compete. It's not a competition.
It isn't a competition.
No. You can participate in that at any point in time. Even, you know, like you can do later or ones that happened earlier. Totally fine. Just use the right hashtags. It'll help us find things. All right, so
Carrie's in Chicago.
Oh, awesome. I have some, I'm very excited that you're here, Carrie, because I got some news, but that'll come up here in a minute. I gotta turn my chat to live chat. That does help. Okay, participants, let's say hello to everyone. Amy Douglas is here. I believe you are new, or certainly, maybe you've been here before. Angela, Art Curious, that's Miriam. Axbiunk, that's Heather. Let's see, Betty just popped in there. We got Carrie Griffiths, Charmaine's here, Colleen, Darcy, Eddie, Estella, Griffinshell, that's Rhonda, Isabel, Jeanette, aka Janet, Laura McGuinn. Hello, Laura. I believe you might be new as well. Nancy J is back. So happy to see you. Naomi. Hello, Naomi. I hope you're feeling better. Let's see. Somebody else just popped in there. Lydia. I think. Yes. Okay. And we got Patricia, Paula, Panka, Rennie, SAG, that's Sarah, Sandra Leon, Scraps to Beauty, that is Xandra. Ooh, we've got stuff to show you guys from both Xandra and Jeanette. Silver Granny, that's Lynn. Star Travel, that's Linda. The Creative Cove. Oh, hello. I'm so happy you are here.
Who
Michelle.
is this?
That's Michelle.
That's Michelle.
Michelle Sharp, to be exact. So if y'all haven't, do check out the Creative Cove. Carrie will know because he's the one who told me about Michelle and said I should get in contact with her, and I did. And then we got Trish Coogan and Wendy. If I missed you, it was not on purpose. It's simply you did not show up in the participant list, and I am not in charge of that.
Janet doesn't want any live showing.
Oh, she doesn't? Okay, cool. No problem.
Yeah, you just have to let us know.
Yeah, we're cool with that.
Yeah, I really did.
She's going to use some of the stuff, though.
Yeah, I am.
So hopefully that's okay. I'm glad we talked. I'm glad you saw that because I may not have seen that. Okay. Let's see here.
Lots of things in there that I liked.
Oh, Carrie got back to Chicago last night. Thank you for my order. Oh, good. It arrived. Everything good. Oh, and yes, I did give you special extras. I did indeed. Hey, when you're in the States and you're letting me ship here, I'm going to give you some extra goodies. That's for sure. Alrighty. Well, cool. I'm going to go ahead and go topside because I think that's everything that I'm supposed to talk about. And who's it? What's it? Hey, Artie Dar. Okay, topside. That's what I'm doing. There we go.
Is it good?
Yeah, well, I gotta move. I gotta adjust the little square because I had it. I've messed with it. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
We're good. So check out this
Not cutting
beetle.
my head off or
No,
anything.
it was a minute ago. Just the top part. But now we're beret and all.
Excellent. That would be important.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hi,
I did cut my hair. I got a little carried away. It's going to be
did.
about a week before I can take the hat off.
Sounds like you got
a few little spots that are kind of bald.
Just kept
A
cutting.
little
You're like,
aggressive.
oh, a little aggressive.
Well, you know, when you're going through, you're trying to even it all up.
That's how she did mine. See, that's how I ended up with this little business here. See? And then, you know, they did what they could at the...
Blah, blah, blah.
It's all right. Hey, you know, when you're getting a free haircut, you
That's
know.
right. Free advice is worth the price. Works for haircuts, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought it looked shorter. It is shorter. It's a lot shorter.
She left her little poof in the front.
Well, I never know how long I want that, and it's I've got a little bald spot as well.
You're like, leave more poof just in case you want to.
Yeah. So I can kind of cover up, you know, have a sweep over.
Carrie says he also has a little bald spot.
There you go.
Okay, hey, will you hold the beetle up into the camera? So, Michelle Sharp is one of our new designers. You will be seeing more of these hand-cut style stamps from her. We just, like, got it all squared away today. This was our kind of, our first one that we did, so that's why we were able to get it up, but there will be more to come. And if you guys have watched her channel, which I'm sure a lot of you have, you've seen maybe some of these in the actual cut versions that she does over there on her channel.
Well, I told Mariah when I first saw this, I said, oh, where'd we get the woodcuts?
Yeah.
Because that's what they remind me of. And I just, I really, I love it a lot.
And hold the stamp up there so they can, you know, see the foamy business. And then once we have a few more done from her, I will send her her samples, and then hopefully she'll show them over on her channel too. So there you go. Fun stuff, y'all. We even have more things coming up, you know, throughout. And we've decided on some cool things for 2024. So lots of fun things happening behind the scenes, y'all.
Yeah. Working up to. Well, I don't know that I'll get to that today, but I definitely plan on using that as part of my,
Hey, Markle.
and I did,
Hey, Tam.
Janet, I want to thank you for these things. You know, I've got some of these way up on top there, but the problem is after a while they kind of lose their,
They get a little brittle.
yeah, kind of crackly. But man, this works like a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
And a big thank you to Carrie, because I wouldn't have necessarily, he's like, you need to reach out to her. So, you know, our connection probably wouldn't have happened. Because I always feel weird just reaching out to somebody out of the blue. Like, hi.
Kind of a cold call.
It really is.
Okay, I want to talk about, do I need to talk about the recipes?
Yes. That
Okay.
was one of the things on my little list.
Oh, another thing was toothpaste.
Yes. So, do you guys remember last stream when we were talking about, you know, all the spray stuff and getting your hands all, like, look at my hands today. Look at them. Well, so, I'm kind of a person that, like, when I brush my teeth, it just sort of just gets everywhere. Like, I have to hang out over the sink for sure. It's just how I roll. Don't judge me. But we wouldn't have known this otherwise. And then all of a sudden I see, like, in the sink, it's kind of brown and purpley. And I'm like, well, that's... And then I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it was just the color just washed away. And then, so I obviously, you know, I use my right hand. See, this is how it happens. Like this.
Well, I'm sure they
So
all
then I was
wanted
like,
to know
well,
these details.
the other hand, well, I was contemplating whether I told the whole story, but then I'm like, you know, are people going to wonder how I, like, know this? Am I just, you know, hanging out rubbing toothpaste on my hands? But look, even off of my fingernails and everything. So, if you get all spray stained and you really want to get it off, toothpaste.
How about that?
There you go.
You can use toothpaste to clean your car headlights, too.
Well, you know what was funny is I had that thought, too, afterwards. I was like, well, heck, I mean, that makes sense. People use it for all sorts of
Yeah,
things.
it takes bugs off your windscreen and, you know,
There you go.
tartar off your teeth, you know.
Just
all
let people
kinds of
know
stuff.
you learned it here.
That's right.
PM Artist Studio tips.
Okay, so.
What? I don't think it matters.
What? Toothpaste is a great jewelry cleaner.
Yeah, but what brand? It was Colgate.
I don't use those.
She doesn't use that. And you see, I didn't really want to say because I knew I was going to get that judgy look.
Well, if you got some of that crap hanging around, just go ahead and use it to clean the stuff
well,
off your hands.
and we get it.
Get some.
We get, because, you know, Brad and I always go to the dentist at the same time, so we get those free little tubes. I'm going to use them.
Mariah, the stuff is...
Well, they are old.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, like 20 years plus.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, back to the recipe cards. These are the recipe cards that we were talking about. And then Colleen has pulled together all of the information for what is going to be, I think, sort of an add-on. Is that right, Colleen? Is Colleen here? She is, right? Pretty sure I said Colleen. The streams run together sometimes. But, don't pull on it. You know, we could iron it or whatever.
It's true. You could probably heat seal it with that.
Or just run it through the... Hey, we have the laminator. Probably just run it through there again.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so... These are the recipe cards we were talking about. I think with the swap next month, it's going to be a sort of Halloween themed one. But then I think if you want to include a recipe along with that, I mean, that was sort of the, yeah, okay. We'll be doing a recipe exchange next month in addition to the normal theme prompt if you want to participate. Perfect. That was my understanding. I just wanted to make sure. Wonderful.
Okay.
And then I think Colleen is also going to say that, like, in the recipe thing that you don't have to make them pretty. Like, I mean, look, the curry potato soup one is pretty plain Jane.
Just put a little stuff around the edge to make it look kind of old. And now it really does look old because it's got some other mucky muck stuff. I mean, this is, you know, this was taken from a recipe given to me from the proprietress of the Norwood Inn in Norwood, Colorado in 1982. I think the recipe was written down on here much later, you know.
Oh, yes, it was. Because I asked you for them. It was when Brad and I had our first apartment. And I wanted that one, and then we had done, it was a little bit after we'd had that Thanksgiving, that was like really one of the first Thanksgivings she had cooked a turkey, and we used the Williams-Sonoma one, which is in this little stack of stuff. Yeah. So see, that's the cider glazed turkey, which I highly recommend.
Yeah, and I even wrote it, gave Williams-Sonoma credit. That was from 2000.
So that was the year Brad and I got married.
How about that?
How about that?
Yeah, and we got the roasting pan at Tuesday morning.
I think it was.
For a really good
price.
Still
have it.
And, you know.
It gets used every year. A couple times.
It does. I made apple butter in it, too. Okay, so, on this recipe thing, you know, I just thought that this was really cool. Just did that little design on there. Of course, I did sign it. And you should date your recipes because I think that's kind of cool. You know, 25, 30 years from now, they'll look back on this, and I mean, this will be something that's...
Well, yeah, and sometimes you can kind of plot a timeline of alterations as well.
Yeah, now, this, I've never made these, but Mariah used to make these all the time, and look at, there's some...
I have the special little springform pans for that.
I don't know where I got that.
Williams-Sonoma.
No, the...
Oh, the idea for the little... I think it's the stamp.
No, it's not. This is pre-stamped. This is from this is slightly after 2000, but it's metallic. But I don't know that I had metallic. Oh, yes, I did.
You had that ink.
I had that. No, I didn't. I had one silver and one gold in that one set that I used to use at Greeley. In fact, I got it for the fashion design, the set costume designs thing. I wished I still had some of those. I designed some kind of cool costumes, but I don't know whatever happened to that.
I don't know.
Moved too many times.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a really yummy recipe. So actually what I did to get the color was I just mixed the regular watercolor in with the silver and gold. That's what happened.
You hold it up into the technology so they can... That cute. See, those are the little cheesecakes with gold and silver and wings.
And the top has been brulee. I don't know that you can see that.
Yes, it is fantastic.
Okay, and the cider glazed turkey, we just looked at that. The lemon butter sauce, which
Never made that.
Actually, I did make this, and I think we used this on salmon. But Susie's.
Also in Williams-Sonoma. We were really big
if
into
you
the
look
Williams-Sonoma.
up Williams-Sonoma, they have their recipes online. You don't really have to have a card.
Especially in the year 2000.
Yes. Okay, and here's Texas beef chili.
Aren't those wonderful, those little watercolored chilies?
Yeah, I'm quite proud of those little chilies.
Hello, Carolina.
Yeah. So this is the recipe that was in the Williams-Sonoma.
No, I don't think that one's Williams-Sonoma.
Yeah, because it looks the same as the other one that I cut out.
That one?
This one over here.
Is that William? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just cut it out. Williams-Sonoma.
She got lazy. She's like, you know what?
Williams-Sonoma kitchen.
just
I want to
glue
make some
this
cool.
down.
But you can tell this. See how this is got some grody stuff.
That gets used a lot.
I love this recipe for sesame shiitake soup. We need to make that again.
Well, turkey's just around the corner. That's usually when we do it.
That is. Because
Okay.
added turkey meat chopped into strips. Do not leave out the Chinese 5 spice. It has a wonderful taste, smell, and cannot be left out. At the end of the cooking time, after noodles and whatever are added, put in some slivered leeks or
Hello,
green onion and top off with, I didn't put it down there, but a nice little dollop, swirl of sesame oil.
All right, well, so what I will be doing is I will scan these in, and it will be kind of the start of the big PDF recipe thing. Now, Colleen had suggested something about doing it in Makers, and then people could add to it. I will work that out. I didn't think that that was still working where you can edit those. I think that's what she was talking. Is that what you're talking about, Colleen? Anyway, let me know. We will work that out one way or the other. Either I will pull them all together, but those I will add to it.
Are probably the dirtiest recipes are probably the best dishes.
Mm-hmm.
You should see one that I've got that, and I really need to redo. That might be the one I redo for our thing. My hot and sour soup. I've cooked it so many times that it's just.
Hey, Becky.
Yeah, Mariah doesn't like that.
No. All right, let's move on.
All right, moving on. What's next? Oh, yes, we're going to look at stuff here.
Xandra sent some things.
Xandra sent some things, and Janette doesn't want us to share her things, but I will have to eventually share her some of the papers that she sent because I'm going to use them.
I think she's fine with that. I don't think she just wanted us going through all the doody-do.
Is Xandra here?
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right, Xandra, this is really cool because I've got some of this stuff in other colors.
Oh, I hate Google Doc. I'm not doing Google Doc.
What?
If somebody else wants to head that up, then let me know.
And then this is the Sennelier. I do have a turquoise, but it is not the same as this turquoise, which is really kind of nice. Oh, it's way back at the back there. I can't, it'll all fall out.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and you sent some more of these little things, which I really appreciate it, but I've been trying to reuse this one as many times as possible.
Showing, yeah.
But, yeah.
Hey, Mimi.
I'm going to stick those right there. Hopefully that's not going to knock stuff off as it goes around. So I've got these two. Now this is cool because this is a translucent effect
Hi, Apple.
glaze. Okay? So it is going to, whatever you put it on top of, it's going to change. It's not going to completely cover it. It's just going to alter the color underneath.
Yeah.
So if you use these two together, then this is, I'm thinking, is fairly well opaque. I have not color tested it yet. Oh, it says pigment fluorescence. Its light fastness is, I don't know, NR, whatever that means. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Okay, and here it is in green, which is really nice. You put this glaze over red, and you can knock your red back, and I will probably be using this. Here's the drawback to these. I know that they've got tar gel in them. It takes a while for this to dry.
Yes.
So just keep that in mind when you put it on. You need to lay it over, and don't put things on top of it for at least a week.
And don't mix it with other things, because it gets a little weird.
You can mix it with other things, but just
paints.
understand you have extended the drying time.
Yes.
Significantly.
And it may always have a little stickiness to it.
Yeah. Maybe. I have not used this. I'm excited about this. This is glamour paste.
I'll tell you, Z always hooks this up. You spoil us. Thank you. Yeah,
I can just see a bit of shimmer there.
A bit, yes. It's lovely.
You know, I want to use this, but I want to play with it before I use it. Now, I'm very excited about this because I think this is going to be some nice ghosty stuff.
What is that?
It's Arctic.
Snow. Did you already kind of dip into it?
No, I haven't. But I sure do like these kind as opposed to the...
It has a little pull tabby thing there.
The aluminum foil ones. Oh, yeah.
That's cool. So it has kind of chunky stuff in it? Oh, it sure does.
Yeah.
Is it like the little foam ball-y stuff?
No, it's little sparkly things.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hi, Carol.
That's going to be nice. I can even use that through some of the stencils for some, you know, like effects on the edge. And
some side nerding happening.
There we go.
I love it.
Okay, look at this stuff.
Yeah, those little packets, the pouches, they're great, but then they're also very annoying.
Yeah.
They don't, like, once the paint starts, you using it up, they don't stand up anymore, and yeah. Hello, Kylie
And
Coo.
about that time, I just end up putting them over in a... Okay, so this is called Pebble Texture, and these are the small ones. And I think...
Oh.
And here's Pebble Texture Large. Oh, little balls.
Pebbles.
Pebbles.
But they're kind of lightweight.
They're extremely lightweight. So they're not like real rocks. They're not going to add to your... All right, and Xander, I apologize, but I really want her. So I took your card apart, and I'm trying to get her off of here so that I can use her in my...
She wants her.
I want her. I desire her. And I think she's going to come off.
Well, what are you going to do with the little thing over her?
Well, I might use that also. But, you know, I just...
I want her.
I want her because I got a place for her.
That is a really cool card, Sandra.
It's a very cool card with lots of little sparkly bits and whatnot. All right, now there's things in here for Izzy, but we always go through it first.
She says cut it.
Cut it?
Yeah, she says cut her up, P. I told her, I said, Sandra's so sweet. She's not going to, you know you can tell her no.
And I love this. I love this. I will say that,
teeth?
and I will, yes, I will use that. I will so use that.
So into that.
Love that. I saved my teeth from that I had pulled. I brought them home.
She did.
Okay, and more of this stuff. I mean, you can never get enough of this stuff. This is the most excellent ever. And if you don't like the color that it is, it gel plates fabulously. You can add more bling bling, you know, knock the bling.
I think you need to give me that one. I don't know that you will properly use that, and you'll just muck it up. You can take the green one and make it murky, mucky, grungy, but, you know, something sparkly, just, you know, save the sparkle.
Oh, I'm keeping this because I'm going to use this too.
I'd like to wear this. You know, like look at that. I'm always into veils. I think I dig a veil.
I don't know, you know, that I will use this like right away, but I will definitely use this. Oh my God, I'll almost wet myself over this. I'm going to take and I'm going to use Mariah's licorice and spray all of my flowers black.
I may need to get some more licorice. I think if I place an order with Seth, I'm going to be like, PM Artist Studio sent me.
Well, that's kind of disingenuous.
I think it's funny.
Okay, well, I don't really, you know, right away know what I want to do with this. But I love
I love that. And then remember, because we have those printables.
Oh, we do.
You could do something fun, like where it's, you know, because you have the printed paper with the ribbon thing on it. I think that's cool. And so she said there were some things in there that didn't really, like, and I said, they were for Izzy. She's like, oh, that makes way more sense.
Happy Halloween, Riz. eyeballs. Oh, she'll love that. I might like that too. And this one says magic, magic, magic.
Well, I might like some of those too. So don't start just handing them off to her because you know she cuts them up and glues them on the things, and then you're like, I don't think she properly used that. Hello.
Okay, I'm keeping all of the black
okay.
lace and this little jobber here. I'm going to use it, but it's wonderful.
No worries, Jeanette. She needs nothing.
No, she doesn't.
And that's why we just kind of. Oh, that's cool.
Happy Halloween.
How does that work? Is it a rub off or is it like a sticker thing?
I'm going to hand them to you because I don't know.
Yeah, it seems complicated.
Look,
for you.
Mariah.
Ooh. Yeah, just keep that stuff. Don't give her anything yet.
Oh, I'm not going to give her
figure out,
any
you know.
of this. I'll give her this puppy sticker.
Yes.
And she won't feel left out. But look, it comes in silver, Mariah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and I love this stuff. Hey, if you don't like the orange, you can always make this a different color. Got a little note in here that says, oh, it's glow in the dark glitter tool.
Oh, you can't, don't be gel printing over that. Glad you put a note on it.
Yes, good call. Because this could go on our hats, our tea hats.
Yeah,
I'll hand that to you.
Are we going to redo
Now,
our
I wonder
hats?
if this one is also the same with the pilly things on it. I would.
We'll have to put them under the light and we'll see.
Okay, well.
That looks like it could glow. It looks like it should glow.
That wonderful texture. Okay, here we go. Okay, Izzy will love these.
Yeah. She loves her some stickers.
Sticker.
And again, she uses them very just willy-nilly, but that's fine. I guess better than...
I found one stuck to my lampshade.
She has them stuck everywhere. Hi, Nancy.
All right, I'm going to hand these over to you.
Okay. I'm going to put those on her table.
Those on her table.
Her table looks terrible once again.
And we will just keep all this ribbon and stuff until we really decide, you know.
Yes,
exactly.
who should have what and who's going to use it more appropriately. Here, put that back in there because I want to remember everything. We're trying to sort of keep things together until we're like, okay, maybe we put the rest of this like in a giveaway or whatever.
Okay,
but thank you guys.
This has wire on it, but you don't have to leave the wire on.
We also have those, Kylie.
You can cut the wire off if you want to.
Yeah, you can pull it out.
Or pull it out. Now, I do want to keep this out because she's going to be somehow or other incorporated into my book.
Into your book?
Mazzy, shoot.
She's
Squat.
scrounging.
Yeah. It's not anything to eat in the box. Yeah, I know. Okay, well, I am going to share one thing with Mariah that came from your thing, Jaynette, simply because I know she's going to be excited. And I'm handing over my little cloth.
Oh, yeah, those were for me anyway.
Yes.
I'm sure of it.
I'm sure of it, too.
That's Jeanette.
And see, that cloth is what you use to clean them with.
Oh. Well, there you go. Look at us learning things. Thanks, Jeanette. Those are for MC, she said. They're going in the drawer. And then I have been looking at sprays to see which ones I really want. I know I'm going to get tumbled glass because I've been talking about that, I think, for probably a year. So, that I'm going to do. And I may even, what I do is get, like, the spray and then get the, ink pad too, especially since now I have the little thingy. We need to kind of step up our ink pad game.
All right, well, I'm going to put these down here with the rest of my texture-y related business. Oh, I know where to find them.
Oh yeah, I still have some of my sticker collection. I've hidden it from her. I don't know if they still stick anymore.
Well, you can always use glue.
That's kind of, you know.
All right.
I was a saver of stickers. I very rarely stuck them.
I've got to redo my drawer. got to redo that thing up there in
Tina.
order to take care of all of those. They're probably just going to fall over and make
Oh,
me
here, you want me to put those in the paint drawer?
angry. No, because I want to use,
Oh, you want to make sure they get on the cart.
I want to make sure they get on the cart because
Okay.
I don't really have the color of turquoise that I have is more green, and this is more blue. So,
Here, if you want to kind of get them side by side.
yeah, I do.
Here.
If you wanted to do that, that would be great.
Well, I thought you were going to show it.
Oh, to see how that, yeah, to see that they're different. So, you know, this is really great because then what you do, if you want, because this is more like ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So you put this on top of this, it's going to take it more into that dark blue range.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put it on this, it's going to make it even more. And you can see this is extremely opaque. So this on top of it, I think would be a really nice, it's just not in my color wheel right at this point in time.
Not
so,
with the book, no.
Yeah.
But there could be. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I've got hairs hanging in my eyeballs. Okay. Stick my little skull dude over there with this black rose on the top. Just absolutely love, 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 love that. All right, so. Oh, and the other thing I want to say is that I really appreciate, and I think these came from Xandra. These are
Ooh,
jewels.
sparkles. Yeah, you kind of comboed up your paws over there.
They slithered off, but I don't know. Now, these two little packages, I want to just tell you, you know.
Oh, are those more Brads?
More brads. And what's very cool is it also in here has little tiny, can you see them? Little tiny
Hold it further up into the
rivets.
technology. There
Not
you go.
rivets. What you call these things?
Oh, yeah.
The chomper thing.
Eyelets.
Eyelets. But it's got, you know, different sizes of eyelets. And also there was a little note that said if you want to change the color of them, you can use alcohol ink to change the color of the ones that are metallic.
Yes.
And I already knew that because, you know, we do. But there's also some really cool little things in there like those little, pardon me. You might have to bust out the whiskey. Or I could just shut up and not talk and do stuff. But you can see them down there on the end. So.
Xandra says those are not from her. So they were part of the Jeanette package.
Jeanette, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now. All right, I'm bringing it in.
The Pocketbook is coming along.
All right, put it down flat so you can really see its multi-layered effect. So then Mariah's looking at him. She said, you know, if you would put those together.
Do you want your fisherman things?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to be okay.
All right.
So it's still a half a page, but what I did is I divided it down the middle and made it come together, or I didn't come together here, and thus creating a pocket.
But if you wanted it to be, so she sort of did what I wanted her to do, and then she, of course, kind of put her own little spin on it. But basically what I wanted, or I was talking about, is that she could reverse it. So you cut it down the middle, but then just glued the two pieces, the outer pieces, together in the center. So then that way it would leave that peak in the center point versus, you know, having those wide little ear-looking things on the sides. But this works too. If you want, like, to create some short pockets.
Yeah.
You know, it brings a real circusy vibe to it.
It kind of does. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's going to have another vibe to it when this is the opposite, which is, you know.
Carrie just said, looks like a circus tent. And yes, she did say whiskey. You know, she's been off it for a while.
Yeah. All right, so I had these little jobbers
Hello, Katura.
that I'd cut out of this. You know, this is the little negative spot. And so I just glued those in the middle. And then I had this piece of stuff from my you know, when I put my big sheet of stuff down to take up the edges.
the frame pieces.
Yeah. You know, when I put this down. And after a while, they just get bunches of stuff on the edge, and I
They look cool.
retire them and use them for this. But that is...
Yes, and the Curiosities, kind of the old circus, the traveling little roadshow things of sideshows.
Yeah. And, okay, so, you know, I'm looking at this, and I told Mariah, I said, I think it has that structural component to it that when you, what does this look like from above? It really doesn't come off very well, does it?
Okay, actually, I came up here and she's like, I don't really know where this is going. She's like, I love what I'm doing. I'm like, that's fine. What do you got here? She's like, well, you know, so I got this one and I got this one. This little sets. And I said, well, what's the problem? I said, either, like, for binding wise, I said, we could even bind these with the wire, the Zutter. I think that would still be okay. And then that kind of led me to that. So, well, but if you don't want to, you know, because the thing about the Zutter is that you're going to have to cut into it.
So you're going to lose some real estate.
And you don't have, you know, kind of the cool structure that it is at the moment. I said, but it might be really cool as like a no-sew bind. So we could create a little folder thing for it, much like, okay, one second here. Let me equal. Let's see. No, that's the sad one that was like some of our first negative comments were on that book.
They were?
They were.
Well, that was rude.
It really was. And I was like, I don't think that we said that we were, you know, like bookmakers. So this is a no-sew bind where it has like the up and around the back spine to hold in the signatures. But then she was like, well, but I really think it would be cool if they could still come out.
And you can mess with them.
And you can mess with them. So we would still...
Somebody said something about interactive.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was, so, you know, I don't highlight there.
So we could still create an outer hard cover for it that would house them. And then connect them with little magnetic ways, like certain pages would connect to other pages, so it could even come around so all the different signatures connect to one another outside of the book.
Now, I don't, I know what she said, but I don't really know.
She didn't have the full-on vision, but that's not her job. That's mine.
It's not my job.
And I said, just stick with what you're doing. Make more of these things.
So basically, that's what we're going to do today. And we're going to worry about how it's going to go together later, and that's kind of the way I operate anyway. God knows, you know, be prepared to modify your plan, or, you know, just be prepared to modify. I don't even have a plan. We're just modifying as we go along.
Just, you know, be prepared to make more of those things so then we know where we're going.
All right. So, to that extent, of course, we're going to gel plate today. But see, you have to see, doesn't this look fabulous with this?
Well, get it. I know I've moved the thing in more.
Okay, she gave me permission to cut it. But I'm going to cut it so that
let me have it.
I want you to give me an edge. Don't cut it right on the edge.
Okay.
I want to have room to...
I love this front thing. I think it's fabulous.
Don't you dare mess it up.
I'm not.
Okay. And I've also got this piece to play with here, which is like, I'm guessing it's...
kind of more
X-ray.
of the same.
I should ask the... You know, they really don't do that anymore. They just... It's just on the computer. They don't have like this kind of stuff anymore.
You know, I have my uterus.
Well, that'd be interesting. You could make a lost and found book.
That's funny.
And
it's my locator device in my 20s.
Okay, so also I found my snake skins, which I didn't know where they were.
Well, I found those yesterday because they were put in with my Akiko book stuff.
Yes, and then I found this really cool piece of paper, which I don't really know who that came from, but I think it's very cool. I just don't know that it's for this project. Okay, So.
And she's fine. I've talked to her. She will go to the doctor whenever she, needs to go to the
Oh,
doctor.
I'm much better. I slept quite well last night. And
People are worried about you.
I don't like to take the cough syrup because, and number one, it gives me horrible heartburn. And then I have to get up and take chia seeds and, and walk around for a little bit and let that take effect. And it's just, yeah. So I don't like taking the cough syrup any more than I absolutely have to. Okay. So you've got the idea of where we're going with this. And I should leave this out here because what you have to keep in mind when you're doing this is you want them all to be kind of at different levels. It's not that they, and I could take this one. I don't know why this one's there. It should be here. No, it shouldn't. Yes, it should. And it got a little shorter because I intended to make it a pocket, so I had to glue those down. But I really like that anyway. So even though it's slightly shorter. But I like this because here, this came from here. So you have first and last. I think that's I like that.
Okay, do you want her on her background? I think her background is fabulous.
I think I might leave her on there until... I've got to put her on something else because her little hands...
I was going to say, her little hand needs some mending. I can do that. Yeah, she's a little...
Well, yeah.
She got a little...
Mend away there.
Okay.
Mend
it's
away.
still on, but yeah, she's about to lose an arm or a hand. She's fragile.
She's fragile. Okay. And I think she's going to look really cool with my tightrope walker dude.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to use some wet streak tissue.
You are?
Yeah, just to kind of put a cross there. I think that's a good deal, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. If you want to mess with that, that's really great. Okay.
What are you doing? Where's my glue?
I don't know.
Oh, baby, it's taking my glue. And
That looks relatively clean. I mean, any germs that we've got there are going to be killed by alcohol, right?
Was that a rhetorical question or?
That was just a statement.
Okay.
Trouble with this cork.
Oh, you're whisking?
I can't take it anymore.
Okay. Well, remember that's strong stuff. It's been a while.
Oh, and it goes up your nose.
The Garrison brothers have not reached out to me yet.
Ah, it's lovely.
Even though
I've have notes of this and that.
I've been liking their posts.
You have?
I have.
I don't even know where they are. Okay, I've got a whole bunch of stuff here that I've got to do other things too. So this is going to work out. So remember, Mariah sprayed this. And I'm not going to do anything else to this because this might be one of the things that we...
Oh, you're going to use that
attach it. Oh, jeez.
You know that was hard for her. Now she's like...
So annoying sometimes. Okay, so we've got all of these. And these are just the ones that... Okay, I think this one's fine like it is.
But see how they lightened up? Even more so than towards the end? Because they were still kind of dampy.
And I'm liking that. I think this needs a tiny... Well, it's got that shimmer. I don't know. But this definitely needs some shimmer. This needs some shimmer. And this needs... I don't like that blue. Oh, look, this is really wonderful. I need to do something to the other side of that. And then do something to the other side. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Other side of that. Put a bit of shimmer on this, the other side. I love this just like it is.
I stayed away from the shimmer.
Yeah, I know. And I think that needs something on the other side. But I do just absolutely, I love this. I just think it's like the sunshine is peeking through, off the reflection of the water. It's out over the water. And this side looks wonderful. Maybe a little, I don't know. I have to decide. These right now, I'm thinking are dunsies. I like this one. I think it needs a bit of shimmer on it. A bit of shimmer. This side is great. I don't know. This maybe needs...
Need something on top.
Hmm?
Need something on top, maybe like a, you know, a pattern of some sort.
Yeah. This needs a bit of shimmer on both sides. I love this. And I don't think yeah. Sometimes it's nice just to have a plain,
Lord.
kind of plain, you know, whatever. There. Okay, so we've got all these to work with here.
Hey, Kalia.
What is that?
Kylie's going to have a glass. She says you need a glass of Glaiva. Glaiva?
What is that?
She's going to have one for you. I don't know. I don't know what that is. We need to go to Scotland and find out.
Okay, well, Heather, you don't know what you're missing. Okay.
Don't listen to her.
Okay, we still have a little bit of stuff on this. Well, it's not like I take and drink the whole bottle, for God's sake. I'm, you know.
No, but you were hitting it hard there for a while. I was getting worried.
Were you?
A little bit.
Well, I was hitting it 3 times a week. My God, there's people that, you know, an ounce of alcohol a day is actually beneficial to your system. And that's definitely less
I'm
than
going to go
an
see
ounce.
the doctor tomorrow. I'm going to fact check you on that one. He's probably going to say, well, how, you know, what kind?
The good kind.
The good kind.
You don't drink crap. Life's too short for crappy sheets and bad liquor. Okay, where are we here? Oh, I still have a few more down here that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we had a little bit of rain and moisture
did.
that came from the sky, and it's not 100 degrees today. It's fantastic.
Okay, I'm really liking this. But I think it just needs, it needs a bit of strengthenings on the back, because I don't know what kind of paper this is, but it's kind of, it's kind of puny. So we're gonna stiffen that up.
Y'all remember
Add
that
some
piece?
stuff to this.
Just had that one for a while. This is from the pile that I gave her.
Yeah. Okay, y'all might think that this looks like my usual swamp and mud, but I can turn this into something absolutely fabulous.
Darcy says webs, the bricks of spiders.
What?
She's commenting on the fact that, you know, it's like we get into a stencil and...
No, this is leaves. This isn't bricks.
No, but
Leaves.
earlier, like, because we've been showing webs for, like, what, 3 streams now, I think?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's becoming the butterfly.
The bricks and the butterfly.
Oh, well. You know, whatever. It's Halloween. I love this, but I would like it to be a little lighter and airier.
I don't know how you're going to get there.
I got some ideas.
Well, fantastic.
Okay, well, I need the bigger thing. Well, we're just going to carry on here.
Oh, Carrie had made the comment on the mini webs.
On the mini web.
He was also the one about the bricks. Oh, that's funny. Under the bus.
Okay, here's my, I don't need those anymore, my boards. But I found this one was just lying there.
Just lying there.
And then I found this one, and this is from Miriam.
That is from Miriam. I love that piece.
We've
moved it back and forth a couple of times now.
We have. And what I like about it is it's nice,
It's
straight.
thick.
It's thick paper, and sometimes I need that. And then I found this, which I tried to give to Mariah, but she didn't want to use it.
She starts giving me these things, like, and then, you know, while she hands it over, there's about an ounce of guilt passed with it. Like, you know, but I gave that to you. Why didn't you use that?
And I'm going to use this, and if Fran's here, she'll appreciate. She'll appreciate this wonderful mappy print. Try to get some interesting stuff on the opposite side.
And that may be some really old school stuff right there.
It is.
That looks like early work.
It is very early, but it's not early because it's still the good paper. Maybe it's not.
Hi, kitty. You've been very needy today. I've hugged him like 3 times.
Yeah, it's a good paper. So it's from.
Do you want hugs? Okay, come.
Okay, where are we here?
Yeah, come here. I will give you hugs,
got
and I
you,
will
okay.
put you in the room.
All right, now y'all are being so ugly about me using the same stencil all the time. I'll just use a different one.
What are you gonna use? Oh, that's a very good one to mix in.
Well, I think it is because it's still sort of, it's.
And it's been very popular again lately too.
Has it?
Well, I think
Well,
it's,
this is the one I used for rubbing. I might be about ready for you to hook me up with it.
this is Victorian Parlor Paper Style 1. Y'all, in the
Y'all.
size of 9 by 12.
Okay, so.
You need to be brushed. Yes, you do. There, you go.
All right, we need to get something on this.
Hey,
And
you gotta,
I think
you gotta
this
let
would
go.
be nice
Yeah.
with some
Okay, come on.
use a little red, and then we're going to use. This really isn't red. It's kind of a pinky. It's called Festive Red, so it is red. But then we're going to take some of our Clean Out, which has a bit of red tint to it. Please don't ask me what's in it. I would tell you if and how I knew. I just know it's got some red in it because I'm looking at it and saying,
Oh, and yes, Eddie listed his butterfly book, which also, by the way, he has videos for it, which were very wonderful. He used this stencil for that. This one's by Rhonda Donna, if I didn't say that. Donna. Sorry, Rhonda. Just sticks in my head.
I know, and I used to say Donna all the time, and she would
I
tell
was
me.
like, you were wrong. That can't be right.
So I think it's Donna. I think you need to say the H. Kind of at the back of your throat.
Hi, Kathy.
Okay, so what's happening here?
Hello, Christy.
Well, I'm really pushing down on this. And remember, this
Hi,
stencil,
Susan.
has a lot of paint on it. So it has, I have to work to get it down in there. And then I'm also, doing some crazing because I put my liquid stuff out there. So we've got that going on at the same time. And hopefully we're going to get some interesting results. Look at this.
Look at it. Roll it out nice. Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
this is the one I'm going to put it down on. But you need to get that off there. Because, now I'm just going to go ahead, since we've got some good stuff on top there. And I'm not doing any flippy floppies because I don't have room for it. I'm not set up for it. And we, this is first, we don't really care. Now, before I, look at that. Okay, that's wonderful, right?
Yes.
All right. Now, we're not done
Why
yet.
is there a square in the middle? Was that already on the plate?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it was already on.
Oh, it's on the stencil.
on. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really on that. Okay.
So you're making more papers to make more pocket signature pages.
Yes, because there's 10 in that series right there that you just saw. There's 10 pages.
Didn't you already have another set in the works though?
Just the ones.
Oh, that's all of the ones that you've...
just the papers that I've started. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, probably going to get another couple of layers on
Yeah,
there.
it's a little light and bright for...
Yeah, it needs some yellow. It needs, yeah.
Some grunging up a bit.
Grunging up a bit.
That's a little too
That's
fancy.
really taken a long time to dry. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, it is humid. We have moisture in the air.
Oh, there, that explains it. Okay, where's my lightly wet stencil, which we don't really care. It's like our brayers. We'll turn it over because I've already messed up both sides of this. It doesn't matter. I don't know that that's going to do anything, but there was some moisture there. Go there. Let's get a little. I always put my finger on that because I remember the time I didn't, and it went out all over the place.
Yeah, and I'm always thoroughly convinced that you're trying to shake it and squirt me. It's just rude.
Did we decide that we had more of this?
We decided that we did not.
Well, you might want to put this on your order when you
You know how the paint orders happen.
Well, you're going to be ordering something anyway.
What am I going to be ordering?
I think I've got a hair in my eyeball. Your spray.
Well, right, but that's probably going to be from a different place.
Oh. Could you put that over yonder? I need to work it into that one journal. That's probably how it got where it got us. I pitched it across the pond here. And
she's like, how did you end up with that? And I'm like, well, I didn't steal it. Like, I'm sure you handed it to me somehow.
You know, I just really like this, mixing these loosey-goosey, and I know this probably isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I'm enjoying the effect of this. Okay, and you don't want to waste anything, so, well, I wouldn't have, but, oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
You go, girl, Kylie. She's just, so is it Solange or is it Solange Var? That's Scottish. I know it's Irish, it's Solange. German and Austrian or whatever, it's Prost.
Kind of slick. I don't know that I want to do that.
Paula's having a medicinal rusty nail. I don't know what that is. that seems about right.
Rusty nail. They used to serve that at bar.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what it is?
It tastes. If you imagine licking a rusty nail, that's kind of what it tastes like.
Ooh.
I don't know what it's made from, but I don't understand.
Ooh, and that metal taste, that kind of makes me like just.
Yeah.
Ooh. Carol says, checking in. Sounds like Pete's cough is less wet, getting better with the alcohol. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. And my voice is sounding better, I think. Well, you know, if this is good enough for Jane Goodall,
She's with it.
I'm on it.
That was her takeaway from the Jane Goodall interview.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to take up the stencil now that we've mopped up, you know, most of it. Now I can still see a little bit, so let me grab something else here. And it's relatively dry. Because there will be some left on the
Oh, whiskey and Drambuie. I don't even Drambuie.
Drambuie.
Oh, and then Sarah would. That's what. Okay.
Look at that.
Ah, that's funny.
I better hurry up and find something here that
Yes, that's fabulous.
have anything on the other side.
Oh, I like that mixture of things. And if you want me to come in with sprays, I can definitely do some cool things with the, you know, all the white edge stuff
Yes.
that's happening there.
Let's see what happens on the other side here, and
Yeah.
I may just hand it off.
Well, I know how to get the sprays off my hands now. Very excited about that.
I'm going to have to pour us another little dollop there.
Yeah. Goodness.
Okay, now
I'm
look
going-
at this.
Hey, by the way, I'm going to dinner with Shelly.
With who?
Shelly?
Shelly? Alcohol Inc. Shelly?
Yes.
When?
Tonight.
Well, was I invited?
Would you like to be?
Oh, not necessarily.
She does that all the time.
Where are you going to go? What are you going to eat?
Italian food.
Where?
The one over by Thai Thumbs. I can't remember the name of it. I'm not being coy.
Figures I'll look it up and see if they have anything good.
I am taking the van, though.
doesn't drive the truck.
No, I can't drive. Well, I can drive it. There's just, I don't like the responsibility of that. And I just, no. No.
Okay, so you see what's happening here? I'm going to show you something. And
They are minty fresh.
what is it?
My hands are minty fresh.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I want this to be a little thicker and have a little more viscosity. But I don't want it to like be solid. But I want it to hold its little webby stuff a little bit more.
Yes.
So then I just grab one of these dudes.
Kind of move up in thickness.
Yeah.
Say, okay, well, kind of judging on the movement you want in the crazing.
Yeah. You can actually control it. It isn't something that
It's so magical. Although it is magical.
Yeah. So as it mixes,
well, and I had to think about that for a second too when she said it. That's why she said alcohol ink, not alcoholic. It's not to confuse anyone. I think she said alcoholic, Shelley.
it didn't. Shelley is the first one
Alcohol
that introduced
ink.
us to
Yes.
alcohol inks.
She did.
Okay, so now I put that back. I put my stencil back down on here
She'll think that's funny.
and do a bit of, you know, this and that. I'm always working with this stupid, you know, curly, whatchamacallit thing here.
Howdy do.
Hooty doo.
And a little howdy do.
Now, are you keeping up with what's happening here? I'm really not either. Just grabbing shit and going,
Oh, she's back.
going for it.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Now see what's starting to happen?
It's like the blood spattered parlor bathroom. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know about that choice.
Well, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
We're layering.
That's,
I couldn't touch that
we got
other
an
one
hour.
because it was still.
We got an hour. Can you hold it together, please? Oh, goodness.
We're doing layering on the gel plate. I've heard somebody say that they do that, and they just are so dadgum proud. And I'm like, you know, I do that when I forget what I'm doing.
Oh.
Now, see, Mariah, it didn't mess up because
didn't.
it's transparent. But I'm going to hand it off to you. Well, not right now because it's wet.
Yeah, it needs to dry.
And I don't really know where
Here,
to put
I'll
it.
come grab it.
Because it's wet on both sides.
Oh.
See where my fingers are?
I'll hang it
That's
up.
the only place where it's not wet.
Goodness.
See, it's breaking up that mucus.
This is a brilliant stream we're having.
Absolutely. Just look at what you are learning. Look at this. Oh my God, it's stuck together.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat.
Well,
not all streams are this way, but you know.
I didn't really want that to happen, but oh well. We'll just live with it. I do want, okay, I love this stuff. This is, can you start making a list over there? You're just sitting there.
Looking pretty. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so I need the high flow diazonine purple.
Well, somebody has taken my Post-it notes once again, and let me guess. You know, because she was sitting here.
I think I have them.
Oh.
But I rescued them from her table.
Yeah, look at what she does. Oh wait, it'll be backwards. Here, you have to hold it up into the thing. Pretty much every Post-it note that's in this house has something. Hopefully it's nice
See,
and sweet.
look,
Yep, it's
love, and it had hearts and love. God dang it, I'm getting that all over my elbow.
I'm going to hand this list back to you because you're going to build the thing, and then I will place the order. But
Well, yeah.
I'm going to do Dio Purple.
Okay. Okay, I really, you know, I'm kind of have a mixed feeling about this clear stuff.
You need this?
No, I wanted the sparkles.
Okay, so you want the liquid text, right? Isn't it?
Liquitex. It is. It's the Liquitex iridescent clear medium, and don't get the gloppy stuff. I really like it in this jar thing.
I'm telling you, I'm handing this note off to you. You will be placed. You will create the list that you want, and then we will place the order.
Oh, okay.
This is for your, you know, remembering.
Edification.
Edification.
Edification, folks. Okay, I need to get this stuff off here because you don't want your brayer to have the wavy marks on it.
Bye, Trish. Thanks for hanging.
Bye, Trish.
It's getting a little nutty today.
Oh, look at that. Just look at that. Took up some of the stuff on the edge.
That's beautiful. And it just pearlized it, which was so nice because the purple spray, that's what was in the background there, because that was also a sprayed one. It was kind of dull and not a lot of, you know, oomph to it.
Yeah, that. All right, now I want to get on here, and I have to think, do I want this to be my lines? I do. Okay. I just have to talk, you know, I'm not being facetious when I say I'm slightly spatially retarded. I have a hard time in my head figuring out where something is in space.
Right, and she's not using it in a malicious way. She's saying, like, she really does. Like,
I do. When I look at something, it takes me a minute, even if I've done it numerous times, and I know there's probably some kind of... Oh, well.
Don't pop a blood vessel.
I'm sorry, we had to go to the pliers. The little thing did not work. Okay.
She's terrible at maps. Like, we can be somewhere and walk out and she'll just walk in the opposite direction. I'm like, where are you going?
Directions, yes. I have a terrible time with that. Terrible time. I mean, I can get lost in buildings. I remember
I get lost in the mall.
when I first went to Texas Tech, and I had to go into this one building, and it was round.
Oh, that's not... Although, I guess at least at some point you do end up back at the...
Well, yeah. I was really happy that I had extra time to get to my next class, because I don't know how many times I went around before I figured out that I was going around. How sad
You're like,
is that?
I feel like I've been here.
Yeah, wow. But I know it's a round building, so I was like, well, you know, I don't know. Maybe I haven't passed it yet. Maybe I'm still, you know, going. Okay, not enough stuff. And over here somewhere in my mix, I have...
Oh, yes. Good. Cherry, indeed.
I can't remember what's in here, but I think it's... Oh, look, kind of purple.
Yeah, Brad kind of takes me everywhere, and I've noticed I've gotten... This is why I'm like, you know, driving to dinner tonight is like a big deal, because I mean, we both work from home, so very rarely do we not go somewhere together, or he's the driver.
I will let anybody drive.
Yes, you will.
I mean, they don't even have to have a driver's license. They just have to be willing to drive.
Needs more juice, P.
Pardon?
Needs more juice.
Needs more juice? It do. It's nice of you to notice that. Okay, we're going to try a little of this red stuff. Because I really look what that does.
Yeah, indeed, Jeanette. Thank goodness for the GPS.
Well, and I don't even know how to make that work.
She is also challenged in the technology getting it
getting
to
it
work.
hooked up.
She usually sits here, make this thing do what it, you know, do it.
Can somebody just please? Oh, and then, you know, I get in there with Van. And here lately, I've been having to drive because he can't drive and they won't do the operation if he doesn't have a driver. And God knows I want him to operate because I would like for his brain to start getting out oxygen. And anyhow, well,
Hello, Pedro.
fortunately, you know, he was like with it. It wasn't like he was still under anesthetic. They didn't roll him out in a wheelchair, you know,
Yeah.
and pick him up, put him over in the seat. They wait for him to wake up. I was very happy about that.
Just roll him into the van. That's very nice, yeah.
Hey, the dude did. I did tip him nicely. I was really...
You tipped the guy that brought him out?
Well, he took us out to the parking lot. We were parked in the first row of
like
handicap.
the shuttle kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was very sweet. And then, you know, and all I had was a 10. I didn't have any smaller bills than a 10. And then I got to thinking about it afterwards. You know, it was well worth it. He was so nice. And,
Yeah.
And
you enjoyed your peoples on the shuttle anyway, remember?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give this one another little extra, whatever. But look at this.
That is lovely.
Isn't that
More to make.
just... Oops.
I'm going to do a little spiel.
Oh, you're going to spiel?
I'm going to spiel.
Well, I'll get a little more alcohol.
Okay. I might have to start drinking in order to deal with this. But I got to drive to the restaurant. Hello, and welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. We are a friendly bunch and we would like to be friendly.
Sunflower seeds.
Do give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, do that subscribey business. If you're watching on replay, thank you, and leave some comments. I think that's it. Spiel done.
Whoops.
God bless.
Okay, well, that's kind of weird. All
I
right,
like
well,
it, though.
I don't like that.
I like that.
But looky, I've got blobby stuff out there. I don't know how that's going to work out on that. I'll just
She said peoples.
blobby business over here. Now, while that's still...
Will do, Eddie. I'll work that in.
What did he say?
He said, seriously, name this stream Whiskey River.
Okay, look what I'm doing here. I am correcting my blobbiness. And making it more not blobby. Words are hard.
Yes.
Especially. Okay. That's looking mighty fine.
Yes, Wendy. It is getting closer. I don't know what the awesomeness is, but, you know, I'm loving it.
Look at that.
That's beautiful. See, that's pretty much what sprays do as well.
Yeah. There you go. Now, on this side here, we're going to do a double duty here.
Oh, I like that, Lisa. I'm going to copy that.
What?
Whiskey River with a twist of the wall conversation and art.
Off the wall.
Off the wall conversation. Oh, yeah, that hits even better.
You know, usually I dilute this down a little bit because it is kind of...
Yes, usually you don't have the whole thing. And now you've had two, although it wasn't that much. It was a little bit, but still, it's been a little while,
And then you pull
too.
it up into your nose and all of those different flavors that you get. And it has vanilla in it. You can taste a little honey, maybe a little lavender. It does have honey from bees in
And they have a real, like an actual honey one that's, you know, more honey.
Yeah.
Honey.
Okay, now the other thing that you can do before you pull up your thing, if you want to, you know, just kind of give your stencil a bit of a wipe down and kind of catch, you know, give a little ghosty print to the whatchamacallits below here. And you notice it's all white, and this would be a lovely candidate for me to hand off to Mariah and say, okay, can you give me a bit. Now you have to be careful with this particular stencil because it has little areas that are kind of
Kylie says, P,
catchy.
You are approaching art as I would in the middle of the wee small hours. She loves it.
Bless you, ma'am. I wish we could produce together in the wee small hours because that's when I do things too.
She does.
And sometimes I do. I don't usually try to drink at night because I have to get up and pee too many times in the nighttime.
I hear you.
I like to, you know, do it earlier in the day so I can get it all out of my system. Now check that out, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, lovely. And then, Rhonda, I think you were right. It is a lot of y'all. We have all the other content creators, the channels. You know, Darcy, Eddie, I mean, even Paula, what she posts, she's been posting in other groups, which is so fantastic. I mean, all of that stuff adds up and helps us immensely. Fran and Violet doing their stream. I know I'm probably, hey, Deb! I was like, is that Deb C? I hope everything's going well with you, but I'm glad you're here. But yeah, everybody that does the videos and talks about us, shows our stuff, it all adds up. And it's certainly coming into a good flow of, you know, things. And we have more things coming up, too. I'm very excited. Just can't talk about it.
Now, I had, you know, those big blobby things on there. Now, I can come through and I can rub them out like I'm doing right now. But look at this. I mean, isn't this just, it's just rich.
Those are good blobs.
Good blobs. Okay, well, I'll show you that in a second. I need to carry on here.
Yes.
This. Because I've got, and I need to keep doing that. What's going to go?
This one is the Victorian Parlor Paper Style 1. We love you too, Kylie. And Kylie, she's always doing videos and showing things. And I love it when you dig something out that you've done, like, you know, like well over a year or so ago. And I'm like, oh, yes, I recognize that. I remember when she used her little stencil on that and did this thing. I love that.
Okay, I'm just rubbing off here on this one because I need to get that off of my brayer so it's not, you know, so it didn't really matter.
And Sherry and Markle are here. They've done videos. I'm trying to call out everybody that I know that are channels and are here in the chat. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose.
Well, I might just you know, I don't know that was such a great call. Yeah. Okay, but we can fix that. Watch this.
You sort of obliterated it, but that's all right.
I did, but we know what to do.
Smashed blueberries.
That's going to take a while to dry. Okay.
It's thick.
Well, the blobs are thick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to address this. And I'm just thinking this is an absolutely wonderful time to introduce some rather strong metallics. So we're going to reach up here to the top and find one of these that, you know, is really...
The deco art. Now, the new ones are all down here.
All right, see this? It's pretty solid. We want that because we want to reestablish our pattern. I'm just mentally ruminating.
Yeah.
Just a bit of mental rumination. Really hate to mess this up. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
It does look very pretty.
So pretty.
I don't have another one on hand. Otherwise, I would...
You'd go downstairs
those
and
get
get
pretty
it?
much cut to order.
Is it a hard one to cut?
It takes a little while. It takes a while.
Takes time, but it doesn't mess up.
Every once in a while. If we've got some... If the blades are getting dull, those little areas will pull and get messed up. But overall, it really, it does cut nicely as long as it's on a good plate and the blades are good. Solid, opaque, yes. Good call, Darcy. Yes, that's what she meant.
Okay, so I don't want to get too much of this because this is kind of, oops. Oops. A bit sloppy there.
Oh, good golly, don't hurt yourself. You're gonna, later on, you're going to be like, my shoulders really hurt. What was I doing?
Rub some of that magnesium on me. Oh, look at that.
Evie says that is her most used stencil.
Gorgeous color. Gorgeous color. Okay. Haven't done anything to this little jobber.
You dear buddy.
And I kind of, you know, swoop from the middle on this so that I can, because it ends up that I don't have enough stuff on the edges. It just all kind of hits out in the middle.
Yeah. I'm going to turn the air on. Are you hot?
Up. I'm I just thought it was alcohol related.
Yeah, it probably is, but I'll cool you off there, sweetie. Was that the yellow one?
No.
Oh, that was that other one.
Yeah.
God, it looks fantastic.
I know.
Some people might say, you know what you're doing. Then there are others.
That would say, yeah. It's just.
Oh, hi, Yonka, and good night.
Yes.
It's very
And we
late.
had heard from Paula. Is Paula
Yeah,
here?
she's here.
You haven't told me anything that she said that's clever lately.
Swedish Chef Breyer action. 1 hour and 20 minutes in.
Okay, that's coming along.
Still needs a little work.
Still needs a little work, but we know what to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pick up some of this.
So she just kind of rotates them out.
Yeah,
Hopefully they dry quick enough.
yeah, that I'm not flipping them over on top
Or
of
you just
each
start
other.
digging into the brayer piles and things.
Yes.
A lot of these have some
Now
serious
see,
weight to them.
all right, I need you to
Spray?
do some things on the edges of this because I really don't want to do anything else to that.
Okay.
Can you make it that kind of beautiful orangey pink?
She's so in love with that. I might have to order more of that. That's for sure.
you better write it on the list.
I will handle my own business.
I'm just trying to be helpful. There's no reason to get snarty. Okay. I don't know. I really like this. And I think it would benefit from some spray too. I'll just toss that over to you.
Now, those of you that weren't here on Monday, at the beginning of Monday's stream, I showed what I do with the whole spray business.
Yes.
So, refer back to that. It was just yesterday's stream. Monday. September 11th.
Okay.
Monday's
I'm
stream.
going to put this down and it's got a little bit of wet stuff on it. So I know I'm going to have some transfer here. But I want to get something down on this one that is a little more defined. I say the defined. Plummy. I love this color. Plummy. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, it's plum. Look at me knowing something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Mariah always says.
Look at me knowing something. I don't know where I picked that up at. I'm sure it's probably some movie or something.
It always makes me laugh. Ooh, splashy, splashy. It's like, you know, when the tires go down the road and it's wet, it's flipping. I need a mud flap here. Got some.
Hey, a brayer flapper. A 10-9er.
Oh, we probably could make a ton of money, you know,
Good
coming
buddy.
up with that. Something like that. You know, that's something that.
What was that
You
trucker
just-
song? Still love that trucker song.
Oh, Eddie Rabbit.
Is that who did it?
Yeah, when the.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Eddie Rabbit.
Breaker
I
Breaker
love a
one
rainy night.
No, that's
No. Oh.
dear. That's Eddie Rabbit.
Yeah.
For sure. But that ain't the trucker song.
Oh. I don't guess you'll know which one you're talking about.
You know, it was like Breaker Breaker, 4-9er, this is Rubber
Oh,
Ducky,
yes,
and the whole.
Your dad used to.
Oh, loved it.
So
The whole
annoying.
beginning of the song was
So
like the, you
annoying.
know, on the. And my dad had a CB. He loved it. That's kind of a.
And he was just, it was embarrassing. I was
She
totally
wouldn't ride
embarrassing. I was like,
car
oh my
with
God,
it.
I'm so
He had
glad.
the
These
big-
people don't actually know who we are going down the road. And you know, it's
My
like,
dad had this Honda Civic with this huge. Remember that magnetic antenna thing?
yes, the swirly.
And it kind of like ate the paint off the top of the car because the magnet was so. Oh goodness, that's some funny stuff right there.
Oh, look at that. Man, I needed to put something
Hey,
else.
Ellen.
Dadgummit, I think I put the wrong side down.
Our princess.
Well, go figure that. Maybe there'll be a little something left.
Oh, that's some funny stuff there.
I'm gonna put. I might have to just cut that out and use that. I don't really like using this deli paper for
Yeah.
Well, it's okay.
It's not great for like all projects and all things. So it's kind of one of those deals where it's like there's just gonna be a limited use for them.
Well, that's kind of interesting.
Here you go.
And I love this. Look at this.
So good. Look at that.
But I need this.
Sprayed. Yes.
Sprayed. With this same.
But you gotta let it dry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you want me to put...
Can you just lay it down over there?
Well, I was gonna hang it up like the other one.
Okay, you can't. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Look at this.
Aaron, this one's probably pretty good at this point.
That needs spray.
Okay.
Okay, we're getting down here. We're getting some stuff done. But I'm gonna have to pull out my big
Okay, let's see here.
I don't really know. I think I'm just gonna go with a dark purple. But I kind of got this other stuff going on here. Let's see if we can get some of this on the back of this.
That would be funny,
Probably
Paula.
shouldn't chatted too long before putting that down. That really. Well, we got something. And really at this point, that's just getting something down on there so that it doesn't look all FP and everything.
All FP and everything. What color do you want this? Purple or the orange or a mixture of both? And then you got this on this side, which I could go with the black.
I think, well, I don't know. You've got a lot of darks there that are going to disappear if you use the black.
I don't think that that's true.
Okay.
Because that's all very heavily painted.
Okay, well, I'm going with your...
Okay, I'm going to do the black on this side first, and then I might mix in purple on the back side of that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Burnt umber, I don't think so.
Do you remember what Dad's CB handle was? I don't remember that.
God, what was it? It was lame too.
That makes me kind of sad that I don't remember what that is. It was a long time ago. Like, I was little.
Gosh, I don't remember, and I should because I used to just shudder.
What would yours be?
My CB handle?
Yeah, what's your RD CB handle for makers?
Gosh, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. That'd just be silly.
I think they're meant to be kind of silly. Here, look at that little edge.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Okay, I'll give you a little teaser there. I told you it was going to be good.
Yes. This is going to be good too. Okay, this is, oh, I don't know. I'll show you in a minute. But it's,
That's great.
golden, permanent maroon. Learned about this color from Fran. And it makes the most lovely, lovely sort of peachy pinky.
Peachy pinky.
Peachy pinky when you add a little,
Dinky dinky. Sorry. That's funny.
Now, I'm doing this because this paper is ever so slightly moist, so it's pliable.
I'm sorry for those of you that do not like that word.
Moist?
Yeah, there's some people that just
That don't like moist?
Yeah, you should
Well,
just keep
angel
saying.
food cake is moist. Well, it should be, or it's crap. I remember back.
That's the only way to describe it.
I remember back in the day, my grandmother used to make angel food cake.
That's what I'm going to call it.
We couldn't tromp through the house because it'd fall. Because it's made with egg whites.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. So she'd just lock us out.
Maybe that's what your handle should be. Angel food. Hey.
Yes. All right, here we go. Look at that. Look, Mariah.
Ooh.
Now, once that dries, then we will come back in with some sprays to get the white areas. As if I could ever get these on here just perfectly. But this paper is just slightly, slightly larger than my plate. I should be using my 12 by 12. I would be happier, but I'm just being lazy and I'd have to get all my stuff out of the way to make it work over here.
Yeah, I mean, we can't have that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm. Did I tell you, I watched this, and I can't remember who told me about it. It's one of y'all told me about this bourbon thing.
Bourbon thing.
These guys that what you call it? You know, they interview bourbon. That's not that.
Interview bourbon.
Different kinds of bourbon.
Oh, yeah, I kind of remember them talking about that a little bit.
Yeah. I thought it was extremely interesting. Well, it ended up, you know, that they said price is not necessarily indicative of.
I think that's true of like all alcohol, because there are some really cheap, wonderful like wines.
Yeah. And anyway, I can't, and I wrote them down. I don't know where I wrote them down. I should put them in my notebook, then I would know where they were.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's good. I like that. That's funny. Oh, yeah, this is the bourbon pod. Oh, bourbon podcast is what Colleen's saying.
yeah. I mean, they tell you about all these different kinds of
When were
bourbon.
you watching that? Why wasn't I around?
Know.
That
It
I
might
would
have been
actually
one of my
be
late night. You know,
Well,
I
I
couldn't
would-
find any movies that I hadn't seen, or
I
any,
would be interested in that.
or any that I wanted. You know,
Yeah.
I tell you what, Fleet Waterhall and that here lately. I'm just,
She's
I've
at the end of the internet.
I am right now. Just so disgusted with all of it. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay, you're about to lose your little pea picking mind, I think. You better. That better be the reaction I'm just telling you.
Okay.
So, you know, you can yell at me later or something, but...
Okay. Well, I must carry on here because I've got some rats to kill over here, and I'm on a roll. A roll.
Rolling.
Rawhide. That's not it.
That's not it.
That was some song about, you know, a steam.
I don't know what mine would...
Steamship.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something you weren't supposed to say.
Now, see, this is really cool because it starts gathering where the paint is.
Yes, we learned that a few streams ago. Maybe 3 or 4 streams ago. About this whole washout business, or the clean outs. So that means that when we talk about that, those are the bottles of paint that P has put water into. That's one of the reasons they craze so quickly. And they're probably a little bit, probably not recommended as far as holding up to the paint, meaning too much water has been added to them. We're not that worried about it. But
Yeah.
if it is something you're worried about, certainly take it into consideration. Because there's only a certain amount of water that should be added, and usually that's why they say add something like Floetrol or a medium of some sort, because it actually has the binder agents in it that hold the paint. What am I trying to say? It keeps what's the word?
Well, it keeps
So it doesn't degrade.
viscosity, and
Yeah.
it doesn't degrade, and you have the smooth.
Yes.
Yes, emulsifiers are what cause that smoothness. When you are putting the water in straight, you are breaking down your emulsifiers.
God, that's beautiful.
Oh, it is.
No, but yours. But yeah, this ain't too shabby either on either side. You gotta show this.
Oh my gosh, it looks like leather.
So it kind of looks like it got burnt, but then look at the other side.
Oh my gosh, Fran, check it out.
I don't think Fred's here today. Violet's here though. She'll tell her.
Violet, you tell her what she missed. Boy, she'll be mad. Well, she can watch the reruns. Oh, that's absolutely stunning. Stunning. Okay, I'm getting down to the bottom here. Okay, now, I'm really loving this, but I want to add some sunshine to it. I want to go with one of my fluid acrylics. I will pick up some of this here, but then I will have an overall coverage of this kind of, oh, what is this called? Nicolazo Gold. Kind of a green, yellow green, a little bit. I mean, you know, you can see. It's not really, but it kind of, when you first put it out there. So you notice it's not crazy, it's not doing that. That is because it's straight out of the bottle. Trying to match this up to my edges because it's right on the edge. And all this is doing, when you keep going over this with your transparent colors, you're just layering in your color and making it richer and more. Oh gosh, I just love this.
I love that. So the Rhonda says, Mariah, you should be the ink slayer.
Ink slayer. Oh yes. Now see, it pulled up what was down on the plate. I do still have this edge over here, but I don't even worry about that anymore because I'll just hand that off to Mariah and she will take care of it. Okay, on this one, I've got some yellow already down here, but I'm going to go ahead and use the fluid acrylic in diazonine.
That was funny, Darcy. Ooh, ink queen.
What? What?
Oh, inky edges. Maybe the inky edger. The edgy inker. Oh, that's a play on both things there. I'm edgy and inky. And I ink the edges.
Well, I am.
Oh, I love that one, Darcy. She says, Mother Anchor.
So bad. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a sheet of paper and put it down.
And I don't know, have they said what Eddie's is? Or has Eddie said what his is? I'm curious about that.
Oh, does he have a handle?
I don't know. Well, he does have a handle, but I assume he does. I don't know that. Oh, bye, Carrie. Thanks for hanging. I'm excited for you to get back home. There's lots for you to do.
Okay, now I'm just going to put this aside and let it rest. And then when we come back in, can you see it's got sparkly stuff going on there? It's got dotty stuff going on there. Lots of stuff going on there.
I've been moved to the nerd.
Yes, after that last comment, I would certainly hope so. She hasn't even been drinking. Have you getting fumes?
I am.
I'm breathing heavily.
Yeah. You're definitely not coming with me tonight.
Smell this. Just smell it.
I'm gonna take a little sippy poo.
Isn't that lovely?
I need a little water. I'm gonna have heartburn.
All right, so I've got this jobber here.
Eddie's is Miss the Bus.
Miss
MISS. Big D. A. Bus. Like he missed the bus.
Oh,
I think she missed the bus on that one.
yeah, I do occasionally. It's because I'm such a naive
Oh,
a nice
I like that one
person.
better, Darcy. I think that definitely.
Okay, I'm going to
Darcy's
use
good at
some
this.
green because I haven't used green yet. And I have green in my
I don't know if
you know,
Michelle
back
Sharp
in the
is
other
still
one.
here or not, but
What?
hopefully she wasn't too. Like, oh God, is this what it's like all the time?
What is it?
Michelle Sharp, our new designer person, she might be like, oh.
Well, we didn't get to any cutting today, but you know.
That'll be next one. And
That'll-
then maybe some stamping.
And absolutely some, I may even have some of that done. And
See, that was our big worry. I'm taking back the stamp. You must stamp on,
I will stamp.
because that's what you do. You show it, and then you don't show the actual stamping. And I think people like seeing the
Well,
process.
you know,
of the,
wow. Yeah, that's really.
y'all let me know.
Whack it down on a stamp pad. I bet y'all were really
I
waiting
think-
for instructions for that.
No, I think what they like to see is
There.
the...
Rip it off.
Bless. They like to watch you like make the decisions on like, you know, where to stamp it and like, you know, how much stamp. They
I'm
like it.
looking at the thing here.
Okay.
Wendy says I love that one. You know, I never really know which one we're talking about because
I think she's, well, hold on. Let me go.
she likes this. I'm sure she likes. I like this side also.
Yeah. But she liked the green.
Yeah, I think that I needed that in my because I've got a lot of reds and oranges here, and now I need to really focus on getting some.
See, Wendy likes to see you
Stuff.
smack the stamp pad.
Oh, well, shucky darns, I'll just, you know, get right on that. All right, I think I'm going to have to, so, let me just, I'll talk about this since y'all like me to talk about what I'm going to do. It drives me crazy. I want to just tell people, could you just, like, get on with it? I'm terrible.
Be nice. We got 20 minutes. I might cut you off early. She might just slide out the seat anyway.
Woo!
Why is this so bright all of a sudden? I think the weather... Dear Lord, lady. Yeah, you ain't coming with me.
If I had a lighter, I could probably fire up everything here.
Yeah,
that
let's
much.
not do that either.
Okay.
That's a terrible...
All right, so here's what I'm thinking. You know, I've got the light gold, but then I've got all of these darks. So my problem is, if I go with one, it's not going to show up on the light. If I go with the dark, it's not going to show up in the dark. Yeah, I'm kind of losing it there for a minute. Okay, so what I need to do is I kind of need to get it all in the kind of same ballpark, so then I can come back and do a light color. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just thinking this anthraquinone blue is a really nice blue. And I don't have a lot of blue, but I need some blue. What?
Hey, if you want to... I can't read out some of this. You got to read it on your own there.
Last call. Yeah, I won't have any more. Okay, now the thing I don't like about this stuff,
Which is... What stuff?
anthraquinone blue, is it dries in a New York second.
And here's the funny thing is that a lot of blues do that.
And I don't know why that is.
Well, this is where we need Susan DeFrank because she's so good about, like, she knows those
Is
sorts
she
of
here
things.
today?
No. But we did... I know we had this conversation before, but it has a lot to do with the types of minerals and things that they use to create the blues. But yeah, blues dry quickly,
Okay.
as
so,
a general note.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of this turquoise
Hi,
with it.
Kylie.
It's just going to make it a little more liquidy. And hopefully that other color will overcome that because I really don't want this turquoise on there. Yeah, okay, good deal.
Darcy says, hey, she can say anthraquinone blue. She's not so dunno.
That's right. Oh, I don't know. This is a bit opaque. I don't know that I love that. Okay, so we'll go to plan B here. See, I'm just thinking on my feet. Y'all think that I'm like out of it, but I am not. I am with it. I am on top of the situation.
So says she.
Situation, folks.
No worry.
No worries.
I got this.
I got this.
Famously, then bad things
yeah.
happen.
No, hold my beer here. I'm
Here, let me take the last bit of that shot. I got this. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
Well,
goodness,
it's kind
goodness.
of like when I discovered gesso. And it just lightened a load in my life because it was like, if I hate this, I'll just cover it up with gesso.
Yep.
And it was a very freeing moment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, this is heavy-duty paper. And we know that that blue was just ever so slightly
Dry.
dry. Oh my gosh.
Is that what? Oh, that is good.
Look at that.
You did good, P.
I don't even know if that's going to need anything
I don't think
else.
it does.
Gosh. Fantabulous. Got to be careful with these kind of,
Uh-huh.
grabby instant decisions. Sometimes they
Mm-hmm.
don't work out like you wanted them to.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're going, oh my God, that's wonderful. And this would be...
I like that. That blue is really, it's knocking things back in a very good way.
It certainly is. And I think part of it is because I used the two blues, remember.
Mm-hmm.
The anthraquinone and the teal. This is the high flow. This is the fluid. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I used the high flow to make it a little more liquidy. But this, I don't know, there's something about anthraquinone blue that is just, it's just the only color that's that color.
There you have it.
There you have it. There you have it. Okay, now, oh, that is just, I just want to show you again.
Uh-huh. And give it a little wiggle because you can still, the golds will still be back there. And another thing to kind of keep in mind about like when you do layering like this is as that top layer dries, it does soak in more. And so it's not really done doing its thing.
Yes. And I would also add to that, this paper was extremely dry.
Mm-hmm.
It had been sitting,
Right.
whatever. So I wasn't dealing with a slightly moist paper because remember I told you a while ago when I picked up this one stuff, I said the paper is going to conform to the stencil because it's ever so slightly moist. I can press it down in there and it's not going to resist.
More malleable.
Malleable, that is the word, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we've got one more and we've got to get to this. Do I have time?
You do.
Oh, excellent. I might have to bust open that.
No, you were doing pretty good there.
I was doing really well. So I have, and I think that this is a good thing. The reason I keep using the same stencil over and over again, well, number one, I'm too lazy to.
Well, it gets hard to keep bringing them out.
Yeah,
They get stuck together.
And when they're stuck together, it's just, and especially this stuff, you don't want to pull it.
Bye, Sandra.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to use a heavy body, and I'm going to make sure. Okay,
Now, here's a quick question for you.
okay.
Are you going to go ahead and cut up the next round of papers? I mean, I don't know that needs to be shown
what I
again.
will do is I will leave some of them uncut so that you can see the progression.
Yeah.
You can see the thought processes on, what am I looking for?
Yeah, do one or two.
How do I determine how do I layer it?
Yeah.
I promise I will do that. But what I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for a print.
That's so good, Eddie.
What?
He says, oh, my new CB handle. Heavy body.
Heavy body.
This one's going to be fluid.
Oh, that is so...
Oh, Eddie body. That's good, too. Y'all are so good.
All right, so I want to have something ready here because I'm going to...
Maybe, Deb.
I'm going to... And I like this... The reason I really like the Hammer Mill paper... Is it Hammer Hill?
Hammer mill.
Okay, got
Yep.
it. See, I question myself now. Is because it's thick enough to do a good job and you don't have to worry about it, but it's still light enough weight that you can get it down into the, you know, the little nooks and crannies.
Lynn would like you to use some lime on that paper.
Lime?
Are you feeling?
Well, that's not a
Oh, no,
problem.
it won't show up.
Well, if I do opaque, it will.
Well, do you want to do that? That's a bold move.
It is a bold move. It's quite a bold move. But, you know, the thing about it is if I don't like that, I can just come back and cover it up with something else. How
True
about
that.
this?
Okay.
Now, this is, okay, so this is transparent.
This is PBO, PBO, PBO.
So I don't know that that's what I want. I'm thinking this stuff. Mara, can you write this down?
Well, the problem that...
Titan green pale.
Right, but it's open.
Yeah, it is. That's okay, because I'm going to use both. I would like for it to say slightly open, because I've got another one that I'm going to whip down on top of.
She's not doing lime green, she's doing pale green.
Yeah, I am.
She's halfway
And I
there.
really do sort of, I don't want to obliterate that. So that's not going to be it. Okay, well this one, you know, I mean, ho-hum. I don't know, though. I kind of like that.
How are you heading out, Linda? Thanks for hanging. And we love laughing. And the best ones are when it's just,
Okay,
you know,
so we've got
unpredictable.
this, and there are parts of this that I love. I would like to take this little square and that little pucker-boo, you know,
Pucker-boo.
annular looking
Orifice.
orifice. But the rest of it's kind of like, eh.
So that was the one piece, just that little section.
Yeah, the rest of it is pretty much poop.
It looked good whenever it was darker. So the other
It
thing
did.
that could happen with that is just adding more sprays on top of it. Or if you gave it a good wash of one of your more reddy ones, it might get you there.
You might be absolutely right.
Sometimes.
Okay, I'm going to green this up just
That was a double whammy.
ever so slightly. Green it up a little bit. Loosey-goosey it up a little bit.
It's getting limier. It's closer.
It's minty.
It's minty fresh. Oh, goodness.
How much time I have?
You've got 8 minutes.
I can do it. I can do it. Okay.
I like this color.
Well, you're probably not going to like this then.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Let's swamp it up a bit.
Let's get swampy.
Really concentrated of the original
Yes.
color on there.
Oh, you're going to hurt yourself.
I am.
Oh, and why are we...
Okay.
That was weird.
Okay, I don't want to do anything
I don't
to
know
that
why we
side.
buffered there for a second. That was very weird. Yeah, do
Okay.
a little refresh. I don't know why it buffered.
I love this side. Okay, where are my papers?
And welcome to those of you that have come in. This is getting towards the end. Got about 5 more minutes here, but thank you so much for coming in. Do give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't. Come back, watch that replay. Get those comments in the comment section below. It helps us very much, and we are getting so close to our 7,000. Well on our way to 100,000 subscribers because I want a silver play button. She just wants to gel print more and more paint.
I know, but then,
facilitates both
you know,
things.
what's really nice is that I don't have to stop. If I've got a large selection to choose from, then I don't have to stop and do something. Oh my gosh. I love it.
Ooh.
It completely obliterated.
But it's all fluffy, feathery looking.
Oh, it's just, oh,
She loves it.
so wonderful. Mazzy, don't you dare come over here. I will smack you.
This is that food.
Smack you.
wants to
Okay, I'm going to go ahead because I think I've got enough down here.
Yeah?
I don't know.
It's-
I'm going to lift it up and see.
Oh, the stencil's still on there, yeah. I said go for it. And it even did a little crazing, which is pretty interesting.
Oh, and I could...
Yeah, you need to do,
Okay, here.
get that down, and then you could roll her off. I'm going to do it on the back side. Alrighty. Look at this. That's a double whammy. Are you going to pull it or leave it on there? It is a little bit of an institutional green. They painted our elementary school this color once.
Well, I don't really mind it, you know.
I think they got it on sale.
They probably did.
Or they're like, could you mix all those paints together and let's see what we get? That was the dog. That makes me nervous what you're doing. What do you need? You know, it was really interesting because it swung up in views or viewers and then it went down. It's very interesting with the whole refresh thing.
Communist plot.
Could be.
We used to say that all the time just for chuckles and grins. Now it's not funny anymore because it's, you know.
It could be true.
Yeah.
Truer than you think. Oh, goodness.
But they're not called communists anymore. They're called Russians. I don't know.
just the Russians and the Chinese.
Ruskies.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they did. I know.
Okay.
I was all excited, and then I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm still excited. It is what it is. Now, that's pretty. That's very pretty. Kind of looks like, you know, when you do the kind of the bag printing or the balloon stuff.
Well, we pretty much lost everything
A little
dark-wise.
smushy.
But I don't
I
hate
like it.
I don't hate that that happened. Look at the whorls here on the edge.
Whorls.
Look, whorls.
Mm-hmm.
That's W-H. Is he? She's gonna... This is great.
Are you gonna tell? I was trying to fit it in somewhere.
Okay, well, whorls and... Okay, she's gonna be... What's the name? Spinal.
Spinel.
Spinel, okay.
From Steven's Universe.
Okay, and I thought it was Bunnell for a long time.
Well, and she keeps saying like Vanel.
But anyway, it's
Took us a while to
Spinel.
figure it out.
Okay. So she has a scythe.
Yeah.
As her weapon and whatnot. So Mariah ordered her the whole little outfit.
There
Well,
was
she
much
didn't.
going around.
She actually just put together things from hither and yon.
Because she didn't like the... She's
Yeah.
like, the costume looks dumb. It's not right. I'm like, fair enough. I'm not going to spend that money on it. We'll just buy you a purple shirt, pink shorts. Oh, she got rain boots, pink rain boots that light up. Oh my God, they're amazing. I wish they had them in my
And
size.
they're that
And they sparkle.
wonderful jelly color, you know.
Yeah.
Pinky
pink.
jelly
They're
color.
fabulous.
So
And a
Mariah told her that it arrived today, and she says, "Well, did my hoe come?"
It's like, you're what?
I just thought that was so hysterical.
I
You wanted to know if her hoe arrived.
Yeah. And I was like, no, not yet, baby. Actually, it has. But I'm not telling her because she will destroy
sucks.
the hoe.
She sucks it, you know. Yeah, she'll be carting it around and putting
I know.
stickers
We all
on
need
it
those
and
boots, Eddie.
wrapping it with whatever.
Yeah, we gotta fix it up, make it all, you know, spinel. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna leave it there. Because she's gonna continue making more papers and things. Once we come back here on Thursday, we'll have some thoughts. We will put some more papers together. This, that, the other. You know, the usual thing. We're working on the book, and who knows what else will happen by then. I'll probably try to have some new products in the shop if I can. But that's always a kind of bonus after all orders are done. But thank you guys once again for hanging out. We'll see you back here on Thursday. Bye.
Bye.